Hey guys, what's up? Thank you for being here. Um, Today's May 2019, 29th May. It's crazy. We only have 2 more days for May, and then we are getting into June on the Saturday. Almost half the year is gone, guys. Oh my god, it's insane. Well, I don't know what to say. Time flies. Um, well, let's do a short recap of the half year, almost half year. I mean, for me, I didn't plan much for this year except for this first half year, except quitting my job and coming to Kenya, both of which I did, which I'm happy and also very nervous because it wasn't easy to quit my job, although I did not love my job, obviously, um, and it was paying pretty well. And what made it, I became hesitant at the end a little bit because of the security. I mean, it was paying me every month a good amount of money that I wouldn't get otherwise. And um, I was just very afraid to not have that money coming into me. And But I mean, what helped me was to realize that in return for that money, I was spending more than 10 to 12 hours a day doing things that I did not necessarily find meaning or value in it. So feels great to kind of cut off that thing and just now I'm not making any money right now. I am using all my savings to stay here. I'm still paying my loan for my graduate school, but I mean I planned it all out, so going. I am going to be able to pay back everything, but I am kind of at the ground zero. I don't have any saving other than enough saving to pay the loan and kind of help me live really basic life for this year. So I need to make some money, but we'll see. It will happen. Um, when you, I mean, I don't know. I always have a good feeling whenever I need something and I work hard on it, things happen. So I mean, also I'm working on building more classes to offer in Korea. When I go back to Korea, I'm currently coaching 2 people online, through online. I'm coaching running for 2 people, helping them to not necessarily like break records or like really hit certain times, but really help them to become a mindful runner, a, a runner who knows about their body, who becomes more aware of their body and mind than achieving running goals like running certain times. I really believe that when you learn about your body and mind, when you learn how to properly train consistently and build your own training schedule and system, that's when you can really hit good times and break records. But when you focus more on achieving goals in the moment, sometimes a lot of people, I see a lot of people focusing more on the goals, and they get really tired easily. They get burnout, they get injuries because they always want quick results. They always want the goals, but not focusing on the system, not focusing on what's going on right now. So I'm trying to help these 2 people in Korea. I've known them for a long time, so it's been a kind of mutual thing. They asked me, and I was like, okay, I think I could help you because I know about their weaknesses more than they do in a way. So that's been pretty interesting. So that's one way. I guess I'm making a little bit of money, but um, we'll see. But that's that. And I talked to you about my ankle injury. It's better, a little bit better. It's getting better every day. Um, So I went for a short, easy 6 kilometer run. I ran about a 5:30 minute per kilometer over the hills of Iten, and Felt pretty good. I mean, it's not at definitely not at 100%. The the athletes in the camp are going to the track to the interval workout tomorrow morning. I'm not going to track tomorrow. That's going to be very risky. For the next 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm just gonna do 2 to 3 times easy runs, spread out the volume, but spread out the runs, but keep the volume kind of go up a little bit back to where I was before. So that's but also monitor my ankle and just really make sure I don't push it. If I feel something wrong, I'm just gonna stop and take more rest. But today felt good. I did some stretching, some cool down, and right now after this recording, I'm gonna do some shoulder open up stretching, shoulder and chest like this. Here, let me push this back so you can see more. This has been saving a ton of pain from me. I used to have a really bad, tight shoulder and chest, and I injured my chest in college doing, well, actually, I was pulling a luggage when I was traveling from Korea to US to college. My home was in Korea. I went to college in US, so I had 2 huge suitcases full of books, clothing, blah blah blah, and I thought I could just pull this one suitcase with my one arm, and I jerked it and just like pulled a muscle in there, but I never got to really um, it never really got let it heal because I had to go straight into the soccer season. I played Division 3 soccer in college, so there it has been tight all my life. But about a year ago, I started doing yoga thanks to Lululemon, and then also watching some videos online, learned about these techniques. I'm doing this every day for the last year and a half almost. It's been amazing. So I do slowly breathing through my nose. I make sure my chest is open, my spine is straight. Well, I guess slightly curved with healthy S, and my core is engaged. It's beautiful. Whew. And then I do this another shoulder and chest opening like this. You kind of lock your both hands like this, and then make sure your spine is healthy. Neck, not like a turtleneck or crazy back, but neutral. Yeah, make sure your core is engaged. And then when I get warmed up, I place this block right between my arm and my back so that my chest opens up a little bit more. Like this. What's crazy is that I couldn't do this like 6 months ago, but now, even without proper warming up, I can do it. My chest and shoulders been opening up very well thanks to these two stretchings. There is nothing that beats consistency. Consistency. Wow, my English is very rusty. Consistency. I think in everything in your life, whether in relationship, in running, becoming healthy, if you want to get better at something, I think consistency is the best thing. Not getting obsessed with results or not rushing it, but just doing it every day, even 5 minutes. I do this maybe 5 minutes every day. Sometimes I just do one, but I never forget to do it. It's like kind of flossing. I've been doing flossing every day since I came here, and it's been yeah. And there's also just great feeling that comes from doing one thing consistently. It makes you feel very good when that thing is helpful for you. If you're doing something that's harming you every day, then that's probably not gonna make you feel good about yourself. But I think flossing is good for you, right? And this, stretching and running. So ankle is good. It's getting better. And shit, what was I? Sorry. This live is very spontaneous, and I just think about what I'm going to talk about as before I just started. Okay, so yeah, translation of my ebook. So I wrote about my experience in Kenya, in Iten, Kenya, when I was here for the first time in 2015, I wrote that in Korean, made it into an ebook, published it with a online content platform in Korea. It's a startup. It's called Podly, and I've been translating, trying to make it available online in English to people who only speak or write English, or who doesn't know how to read Korean, can kind of get to learn about Kenyan running and about my journey. It is more focused on, I guess it's kind of like it's like essays of myself about me, kind of my how I kind of got out of depression through running, my thinking process about finding values and meaning in my own life, and how I um, could take a leap to go to Kenya, take an adventure when my life was very geared towards becoming an engineer in the renewable energy and or clean water sector, which I studied in my grad school at Stanford. And I did work in the renewable energy sector after graduation in Korea, and that was very meaningful. I'm still very thankful. But um, right now, I'm more focused on personal, I guess, more focused on personal evolution and personal growth rather than trying to mold myself into, um, I guess, doing well in the mold that's given by society in a way. I mean, I'm very careful when I talk about this because I have huge, tremendous, great respect for people who do have career in jobs and places where they serve very essential service to people like lawyers, doctors, public officials, teachers, um, accountants, bus drivers, taxi drivers. I mean, without them, our society is not going to work. But for me, it's just I needed. I since I was young, I always thought I needed to become someone who can serve the society, who can serve other people, and having that invisible script in my mind. I don't know. I really don't know where it came from. It really doesn't matter because what matters is that I realized that wasn't serving me. It wasn't helping me to become happy. It wasn't helping me to become who I want to be. So right now I'm taking my time to find my own meaning and values and develop myself into someone who um, becomes happy through working on the values and meaning and things that I find truly joyful and meaningful, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's what I'm trying to do here in Kenya, I guess. But yeah, anyway, the translation of that ebook is almost done. Should be released before this weekend, so I'll write about it in my newsletter as well. If you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, it's in the description. I called it VIP newsletter because I do share more uh, details about my life here in Kenya. Because I don't know, it's weird. When I write, there are things that more. I'm not sure if it's right to call it more deep, but some different things come up when I write, and different things come up when I talk about. I think it's just the things that we can talk about sort of depends on the medium. I mean, it's kind of like when you talk to someone on the phone and when you talk to someone face to face, it kind of really changed the things you talk about and the way you talk about it. So I think that also applies to writing and um, this video chatting as well. There is a difference. So if you want to see what I talk about when I write, please subscribe. I'm actually very happy and grateful and surprised that it's been getting more than 50% open rate. I do have a small number of subscribers, but hey, I'm really happy that people are curious about my life here and interact with me. They reply me back, and it's been really amazing. So translation is almost done. I'm very happy. I've been working on it every day since I got injured, every morning for like 4 to 5 hours, and happy to see its progress. And just one last thing about the translation. Just the reason it's been delaying, I realized this was because not because I was lazy, because I was scared to get it out into the world. I was so scared to get it out of the world, and what if no one reads it? What if there's just crickets, no response? Or what if people say this is bullshit, this is really shitty writing, why you're not even a professional, or why did you go to Kenya, this is waste of time. I was very afraid of getting judged by people. So I've been delaying the translation itself, and yesterday actually I finished whole translation, and today I spent whole morning, afternoon editing and adding pictures. But I find myself resisting so hard to doing that last editing, and I realized why. I'm not even tired from training. I'm not doing this for money, so it's not like I'm not scared about like a payback or anything. And I realized that if I don't put in 100% work, or if I just delay, I kind of delay the judgment of others. And that's when I realized, fuck, you're such a fool. Just fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's make it nice. That's my work. That's my part. If people don't like it or ignore it or reject it, that's their part. No problem. I can move on. So today I did some good work and very happy. Very happy about getting over that mental hurdle and resistance. Lastly, importance of easy running with good form. Today during my run in the afternoon, I realized that because my ankle was still a little injured, I was focusing a lot more on my form than before, and that gave me a really good flow. Got into a rhythm, helped me get into this you know mindset of meditation. And I often call many people call running as a moving meditation, and sometimes it's really hard to get into the state. But even I was moving at really slow pace. It's a relative term, but I was moving at 5:30 minute per kilometer pace. I got into really good flow meditation because I was very attentive of my form, my ankle, whether my chest is open, whether my spine is healthy, my shoulder relaxed, neck relaxed, good rhythm, pushing off the ground gracefully, not hitting the ground. So nice. So I really think it is really important for you to run at a easy pace that is laughable for you. I see Kenyan runners, the athletes here who run 13-minute 5K, 26:46 10K. They run their easy run at about 4:30 to 5 minute per kilometer. And for them, that pace is laughably easy. I mean, yeah, 26:46 10K. Yeah. Um, Also, yeah. So I'll more talk about the importance of easy running in a specific video. I know I've been very lazy about making actual videos these days. It's because I'm trying to make a video that is really compact with information, that I wanna information and value that I wanna deliver to you, in really compact format. So that's also been hard. And yeah, I am trying to be perfect. So I should really just make a video and just upload it. But I'm glad that I can share my daily life and training here. I have, man, exactly 30 days to go now. Fuck. 4 weeks later, on Friday, I'm going back to Seoul. So it's crazy. I'm both happy, sad, nervous, everything. It's crazy. I miss home, but I really enjoy my time here, and I really got used to everything here. Now I feel like I can call this place it's a kind of home now for me. I know the streets. I know a lot of people. I know the shops, people at the restaurant, runners here. Right. I'm not trying to get nostalgic already. But thank you for watching. I hope you run with joy and gratitude. Please let me know if there anything you want me to talk more about. And I don't know if this live thing is really is informative or helpful. It is kind of practice for me. Maybe you're noticing it, but I think I am getting more comfortable talking to screen for 20 minutes now. But that it's it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you guys on Friday because tomorrow I'll be talking in Korean. If you do speak Korean as well, you can come watch tomorrow's video as well. Thank you. Bye bye.